LiberalViewer presents.
So when they were talking about Chris Christie's chances on the panel discussion in the clip I didn't choose, Brit Hume, their like senior analyst or whatever his title is, he said, well, the Bridgegate thing hasn't really hurt him because he was able to answer these probing questions here today on Fox News Sunday.
Brit, Chris Christie had an effect of coming out today, at least on Sunday talk shows this year. What did you think about his performance and his viability as a candidate for president in 2016?
It was impressive in the sense that he was fluid on the issues. He had good answers for your questions, which were probing. And I think what we're seeing now is his reemergence. It's not that the cloud that has hovered over him since this bridge scandal is gone, but I think it's dissipated over time.
But I'm going to show you the full probing questions they asked him about Bridgegate on Fox News Sunday. Chris Wallace, the supposedly straight news anchor of Fox News Sunday. Basically, the two questions were, so why is it taking so long for them to clear you? And do you think it's because Democrats want to keep you under a cloud? You think I'm joking? Those are really the two questions about Bridgegate that they asked New Jersey Governor Chris Christie on Fox News Sunday this morning, which of course was their exclusive interview, meaning this is the only program he would go on, and they pointed out this is even the first time he's been on any Sunday morning news analysis show this entire year, 2014. And you can tell me, why do you think he chose Fox News Sunday, Chris Wallace, to be the first interview? I don't know if they had any deal beforehand, but like I said, the two questions to Chris Christie on Bridgegate: why is it taking so long for them to clear you? And do you think it's because the Democrats are trying to keep you under a cloud? Over in this clip.
I don't have to tell you, this is the first time that you've done a Sunday show since Bridgegate, the scandal about the closing of those lanes from Fort Lee, New Jersey, onto the George Washington Bridge, causing a tremendous traffic jam because of the fact that the mayor of Fort Lee refused to support your re-election. There was a report in September, last month, that 9 months into their investigation, that federal prosecutors had found no evidence that you had prior knowledge of the lane closures, and yet now, more than a month later, 10 months into the investigation, the state and federal investigations continue. Question, why do you think it's taking so long?
You know, Chris, I did this for 7 years of my career before I became governor. I was the United States Attorney for the District of New Jersey. And one thing I learned very clearly is any time that politicians tried to guess what was going on in prosecutors' offices, they were making a big mistake. So I don't speculate about that stuff. All the people of New Jersey know and need to know is that I had absolutely nothing to do with this. And that seems to be the conclusion that some folks are coming to as well. And I know it will be the conclusion ultimately because I know the truth.
Well, you talk about prosecutors. That's the federal case. The state case is being handled by state legislators. Do you think there's an effort by some of the Democrats there to keep you under a cloud?
Of course. Of course. And if you look at what those hearings have been like, they've been hyper-partisan political. But that's okay, Chris. You don't get anywhere about complaining about these things. Fact of the matter is, we took the steps we needed to take when we discovered that something in the administration had gone wrong. And now we move on, and we've continued to govern and gotten things like bail reform done in New Jersey over the last number of months. Got a balanced budget passed again, and did all the things that you expect the government to be doing, working with Democrats who do not want to be hyper-partisan and political. So this is not the kind of stuff that concerns me at all. I keep doing my job and doing my job as chairman of the Republican Governors Association.
I don't want to...
So, did I lie? Were the questions from Fox News to New Jersey Governor Chris Christie there? So why is it taking so long for them to clear you? And the follow-up was, do you think it's because Democrats want to keep you under a cloud? Those were the probing questions from Fox News and Fox News Sunday, supposedly straight news anchor Chris Wallace. You can let me know what you think. Would it be more accurate to describe those Fox News questions to Governor Chris Christie as probing or softballs? And regarding 2016, what does it say about the viability of Governor Chris Christie's presidential ambitions that these are the most probing questions on Bridgegate he is currently willing to answer?
YouTube, you decide.